Good morning. It is Wednesday. So really quick before I forget, Lane's appointment went wonderfully. It was super late. It was at 7:30, which was perfect because we did our 4 o'clock cleaning, 5 o'clock dinner, 6 o'clock music. I came right in at 7 o'clock and we got ready and we went. It was perfect because I gave her some Tylenol because she was just so like, she wasn't in pain, not achy, but she was whining about being uncomfortable. So I don't know what was going on. She couldn't articulate it, and that's like the worst. But like I was saying, that's the worst at this age. Just not being able to communicate what you're trying to say. So frustrating. So I gave her a Tylenol. It was like wearing off right around the time of the appointment. She fell asleep on the way. It started raining. It was just the end of the day and it was just so beautiful out. So it was really good energy. And I was just kind of nervous because I was like, I just want to take her to make sure she's safe, right? So them to check her, like make sure there's no like viral infection, or check her throat, check her heart, you know, that stuff. Just make sure she's physically safe. And maybe give me a hint, a clue as to what's going on, right? So we went in, we had a new doctor who seemed not holistic. I mean, it was my first time encountering this woman. She was, I don't want to be this guy because I can't assume, but she was Indian, so I know that their culture is very trusting of like herbs and spices and things like that. And so I was like, okay. And she was like, I just got back from a big hike yesterday. Her bedside manner was amazing. She was okay with Lane, but she was really good at listening to me and eye-to-eye contact, really just breaking it down, helping me understand and walking me through. So basically, in her medical opinion, and she said everyone has different opinions, there's so much research, but it's such a new thing. Lyme's disease is such a new thing that we just don't know that much about it, unfortunately. So she was like, Lyme doesn't really flare up. You usually get it and then it just sits dormant. So maybe she's picked up something viral, and so her body's dealing with that alongside trying to keep Lyme down. But I've heard, our other doctor did say that there's flare-ups. Like last year she kind of had a flare-up. So it's one of those things, like, the symptoms, or she could have had a different like string of it kind of thing. But Lane was by this time acting totally normal. So she said if anything goes downhill by like next Monday, bring her back in. And I was even, telling her that we don't really bring the kids to the doctor, and she was like, amazing, that's perfect, that's exactly what we want, that's the goal, right? And I loved that. She didn't shame us for not doing our annual visits like the other doctors. It was a really good experience. So everything's good. Lane is safe and I'm a little bit more calm. I got myself all worked up, for nothing for my baby, but I got myself all worked up, and I just really need to trust. I'm glad I took her so that I have mental calm and clarity. So that is the update with Lane. Thank God. Bubby. There's the sun. Anyways, in other news, here's some squirrels and chipmunks. In other news, I haven't had a solo outing in quite some time. So I expressed this to Nick and we had a conversation about it, and he's taking the morning off just to give me some space where I can just go and take a car ride where no one is whining or crying or screaming or asking for a snack. Just a little outing. I was like, I don't need all day. I just need to reset. And it's not the biggest deal because I do make time like in the mornings, so like now. And then for my hour in the evening but sometimes you just need to be out as a human in the day without your kids. So I'm very excited. That's what I'm doing today. I was kind of journaling to figure out what I really wanted to do. And so far, I think I'm going to get back from this walk, get my workout in, wash up, get dressed, get a nice, cozy, cute outfit on, go to my local juicery and pick up, buddy, what? What do you smell? I think I smell it too. It smells like either someone's breakfast or BO. Yeah, I always smell BO here. Weird. Anyways, pick up a couple juices to break my fast from this beautiful juicery. They have these fresh, organic, freshly pressed, squeezed, whatever, juices. Go to my local thrift shop and find like walking stuff that's bright. So like, I don't know, pink or orange. Just really bright, long sleeve, loose, thin hiking stuff for the summer because I'm hot right now and I have like my thermals on and also they're dark so people can't always see me. So I want something bright for that, but I'm in thermals and I'm sweating, but I can't wear shorts or I'll get attacked by the bugs. Like they're not super bad out here, but I'm in the woods, you know? And then I was gonna go to my local beach and just listen to an album, lay out, swim, maybe do a little hike. And then my other little plan was to take my guitar and just sit somewhere out in the world, but kind of in solitude and just work on my guitar skills. Just strum, sing, that kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and then back by lunch to feed the kids, and then Nick's gonna go to work. So that's our plan today. You're gonna go for your poop. What a nice view for your poop, buddy. That's the plan. It should be really nice. I'll do a solo vlog and bring the vlog around right along with me. So, but it is a beautiful, beautiful morning. It's so hot. I had to bring up the other AC. So we have two ACs going, two fans going, circulating the air, and it feels really good in the cabin. It gets pretty hot in there if we don't have both. So yes, I'm just gonna be by the water today. And then I think this weekend we're gonna go see my parents who are staying on the coast at the actual beach, like the ocean beach, if everybody feels up for it. So we'll see. All right, I'm officially out on my mommy solo day, and the first stop was to get these freshly organic pressed juices. I got like a spicy green, which is all sorts of stuff. It has cucumber, kale, apple, pear, jalapeno, ginger, and lime. And then this boost, which is so cute, has orange, cucumber, beet, kale, and lemon. So I'm so excited. Now I'm gonna head to our local little state park that has a little beach. I'm gonna lay in the sun and I'm gonna just listen to my favorite album by Dope Lemon and live my best quiet life. It's not gonna be quiet, but it's different when you don't have your kids, you know? I kind of tune it all out. This is the outfit, just simple. I have my bikini bottoms under there and I'm just gonna wear this. Very simple. I feel like a different person when I go places without my kids. So it should be a really beautiful outing and I'm gonna just do that. When I get hot, I'm gonna go swimming and then I'm gonna sit in the shade somewhere and hopefully strum my guitar. And I brought grapes, so we're good. This was actually completely out of the way. And don't worry, this is a compostable straw. This was actually completely out of the way, but I really love coming here when I don't have the kids. I should bring the kids too, but okay, let's do this. And oh my gosh, also, I got my beat tracks on my phone now, so I usually just use them on my iPad. I got them now on my phone. So the whole way here, I was like live singing my album, and it's such a flow. It has such a nice flow. It's good. It's a vibe. Maybe I'll just listen to my own album tracks while I'm at the beach. I'm getting so excited, you guys. All right, I made it to the park with my second juice. And I'm gonna go find a hiking trail and do that for probably an hour, and then settle in for a spot at the beach, go swimming, and just enjoy this beautiful morning. So gorgeous this park is. Right now we're actually hiking. This is the trail. This is actually something that I don't get to do very often. Sometimes, you know, we'll go out and do hikes, as you guys know, with the kids, but it's a different form of hiking. It's slow. It's very curiosity filled. Take our time. They sit and they like notice things, and they're asking about things, and that's the whole point for them. It's beautiful. And sometimes I prefer to, you know, just keep walking, keep moving, explore, have an actual hike situation where I'm walking and moving and going. I've never really been on this trail to its full extent, so I'm kind of just going with the trail's flow and tripping with the trail's flow. Let's see, what did we just find? So pretty. Let's find our way back. Somehow I think over here is a little swimming hole. But yeah, I just like to stay moving during the day, and every time I get a day to myself like this, I always think, oh wow. I always remember kind of what my plans are for when the kids are older. Wow, this is such a cute little like swimming nook. And the fact is, it's very simple. Basically, my intentions as they're older and they don't require as much from me. Because I know it's not always going to be this wild, right? Like there's that knowing, but we don't really think about that. And it's like, okay, this is going to come to an end. Like, thank goodness we're enjoying it. We're loving it. We're living every moment of it. And it's not forever. And so with that understanding comes kind of like preparation and excitement of like, who am I? What am I going to do after this moment in time, this period of my life? So what I've journaled and realized about myself is not a whole lot's going to change for me. It's going to just be slower and more my speed. So it's going to be my typical morning. But then instead of following them and seeing what they want to do during the day, it's just going to be me, all me. You know, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do my routine. When I get back, I'm going to wash up, get dressed. Oh, this is going to be sketchy. Wash up, get dressed. And then just see what I want to do. I'll be able to tune into myself again. And I see this all the time with like retired people or people whose kids are older. And it's just so cool to see. And do some solo travel, hiking, kayaking, biking, things that are just a little tougher with kids. Totally doable, but it's easier when you're riding solo. There's the Woodland Trail. I know all these trails connect, so it's really hard to get lost, and this must be the bike trail. Anyways, and then basically same thing for the evening. And I'm just, once in a while, just like a little snippet of that life is so fun in the form of someone else hanging out with my kids for like a half a day. And it just reminds me, oh yeah, I'm a person too, and I'm just gonna go have a fun day like I'm a kid again. All right, I just came out to this little bit here. Here, let me clean off. So I just came off to this little bit from that trail. Addie and I have kayaked here, so I kind of know this a little bit, but it's just a pretty fall. Oh my God, these flowers are so cute. Look at these flowers. So pretty. All right, let's see where this goes. When Addie and I kayaked before, wow, there's some serious ferns out there. Anyways, when we kayaked, we came out here, but I didn't really want to leave the kayak out for some reason. I don't know. We were just, this is so exotic. Why do I want to just bring the kids here and then just like hang out here all day? Like put a chair and just let them like play in the stream. No lifeguards, no rules, no others. This is so exotically gorgeous. I don't really know where any of the trails come out or lead to, so I'm trying to stay over by the water so I can kind of swirl around. Just stay right by the water. Look at this. Wow. I'm obsessed with ferns, and just look how healthy and abundant these ferns are. Wow. Nature's really something. Okay, so this is the hike. I'm trying not to do any spinning. I know that makes people dizzy. This isn't by the water, but I think I'm gonna just take this. I think this might go up and lead back to the road. Let's go look. Oh, there's a little bridge. A little troll bridge. It's closed. Cool. And just when humans respect nature and like work with nature, it's so fun. Like the campground that we were staying in, there's fire, there's smoke, so there must be a camp nearby. Anyways, the campground that we were staying in over the weekend, they put like little little gnome houses like within the trees. And there's little bridges, and they're just working with nature and just having fun with it while still respecting nature. And I think that's so fun, and it teaches us that we can just thoroughly enjoy nature. We can work with it, we can really have fun with it and not take anything away from it. There's like little things. Got a little broken down bridge. Oh, this maybe must be like an old fishing swamp. Me just taking a nap in these ferns. Oh my God. I just saw this owl fly in. Thought it was a hawk, so I went to get a better look, and it's a cute little owl. Hello, beautiful baby. I know you're a toughie. I'm not gonna get close to you, but you're gorgeous. That's the other beautiful thing about hiking. So I stayed there and it flew away and then like chased after another owl. I think they were after something, and then I saw a third owl. So that was really cool. But then this man walked by with his dog, and I was like, there are 3 owls, keep an eye out. And he was like, oh my gosh, cool. So it's just like a way of connecting with humans who are already feeling probably really good because they're out, they're moving their bodies, they're in nature, getting really good oxygen. There's another little swamp. Oh, I've got it there. And just connecting with humans who are like, because if you're in a store, you have no idea. Like someone could be coming from a hospital, and somebody else could be coming from a funeral, and somebody else could be coming from a birthday party. You know what I mean? Like, or in traffic. But on a hike, if you're deciding to take a hike, you're probably having a pretty okay day. Maybe you're processing things, but now you're in nature and you're moving your body, and you are feeling pretty good probably. And so it's really easy to connect. So if you ever feel like, oh, I want to socialize, but not like legitimately hang out with someone. Go hiking. People will talk to you, but they're not going to overdo it. They're just going to be like, hey, how's it going? Okay, I know where I am now. So then we're back on the road. I always wondered what the situation was with that trail, so now I know. All right, I just stopped at a gas station and I got all of this for $3 even. So people are like always, oh, it's so hard to eat healthy, you know, it's so expensive. And that's a gas station where they're upping their prices like crazy to make money. This whole bundle and probably a couple more would be $1.50 organic at a grocery store. And I can literally peel this and eat this. And this will fill me up because this is a lot of food. Like you think, oh, it's just bananas. How's that going to fill you up? But then again, you can say, oh my God, that's a lot of bananas. You're going to eat all those? That's a lot of food. And it is. Then you'll have a really good poop and then you will feel amazing. And it's nature's energy. It's nature's like caffeine hit. And then you'll feel amazing. But I didn't get these for me. I got these for the girls. They were asking. I'm about to head home from my mommy day. So yeah, as expected, I finished up that hike. It was beautiful. And then it was so hot. So I went back to the car to get my water and my blanket to lay out on. And then I went back to the swim beach and it's all sandy and it's beautiful and it's so cozy. But the beach wasn't open yet. The beach doesn't open until 11/when the lifeguards get out. Sorry about this angle, but I'm trying not to get any street signs or anything like that. But anyways, so I like literally walked through the splash pad because I was like, dang. I laid out for about 15 minutes on my belly and then I just got right in because the lifeguards got there and I went right in. All the kids were like, oh, it's cold, and I just dove right in that water. It was amazing. And then a lot of people got there. I laid on my back for a bit, like 15 minutes, but then I realized my bottoms are like the bottoms I use for home, and they were really not. They just weren't public friendly, you know. It's a little showy, so I was like, I'm gonna go home. Stopped to get the bananas for Lane, and then I think I'm gonna sit in the driveway for just a bit, right up until 12, and then go in, and they can pass me the baton, and then I'll be with the girls, and then I think I might take them back to the beach, like have lunch and relax a bit. Oh wait, he's gonna take my car to get an oil change. Never mind. I was going to say relax a bit and then take the girls for a swim with the wagon and stuff, but I guess we can't. So we'll have him do that and then he can bring it back. It's a lot of work. So I don't know. I guess we're just going to stay home because I forgot I had to do it. I have to do my oil change today. And that's my mommy outing. It was beautiful.
You out now.
I'm going to be recording today, but the only issue is it's 91 degrees out, right? And so when I record, you can't even hear me. When I record, I have to make my car go radio silent. So I have to turn it off. I have to put the windows up, and I just have to sit here. If there's a dog barking, I have to take care of it or like drive away. If there are birds yapping, I have to drive away from them. It has to be so quiet, and I'm so picky. Yes, I can use something called noise gate, which cancels out a lot of the background noise, but if it's a more intimate song, then you'll be able to hear it. So hopefully I can hang. Usually I have like short little recording segments, so like a couple of minutes, because you think a song is like 3 to 4 minutes, and then, you know, you could turn back on the car and hear the take, but you can't like hear it because you want it to be quiet when you're hearing it, but it's okay. So hopefully I make it through this recording session, but this will be the 4th song in the books, in the iPad for my album. Wish me luck. Okay, I am done with my music session. Oh my gosh, this is such a fun project. I didn't know this was gonna be, I don't know if I was talking about it here or if I was journaling it, but I just didn't expect it to be this fun and intricate and romantic of a process. It's been really fun. Even if no one listens to this album, I would still do it again because it's so fulfilling. So I always say your calling will never stop calling, and music never, ever, ever stops calling me. I have zero validation. I'm not posting anything anywhere. I have music released. None of my friends even know that I do music. I literally don't talk about it. So that's how you know you're really into something, you know. So funny. So that's why it's gonna feel a bit awkward to start promoting, and Addie's gonna help me. She said that I could hire her. So literally I'm gonna pay her to shoot content when it's time to start releasing singles to build up to the album, because I did a little bit of research because I'm like, I could do this. Like I can get on and, you know, do that basic stuff. But we already talked about that yesterday. Yesterday's title says an incorrect date, which I noticed, but then I never got back on to fix it. But my mom, hey mom, texted me, so out of spite I'm gonna leave it there, so it will always be there to bug her. Hey mom, hopefully you're having a beautiful trip at the beach. They're at the beach. We're thinking about going down next week, which I probably already mentioned it. I'm in a big talking mood this week, so this whole video is basically me talking, which is so fun. I don't know, if you don't like it, then it's okay, you can unsubscribe. I'm not gonna feel mad at you. But I love hearing people talk, and sometimes I'm not in the mood for it, so I'll unsubscribe and come back when I'm available for that, you know? That's what YouTube is. So we might be going down to the beach next week, depending on how everybody feels and just where we're at, you know? So my hour's up. I gotta get back to the house and probably let these kids outside for the first time today because it was so hot. We didn't do anything outside because we went outside, it felt like we were in an oven, went right back in. So we shall see. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping I can capture him. There's a turtle. I've never, ever, 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 ever seen a turtle on our driveway. I just started backing up and I saw this little guy start to hobble. Look at him, he's so cute. As long as he stays out of the road. Come to our pond. He's like, what the heck is that? Oh my gosh, this little guy. He's actually pretty big. So that's the Turtle Chronicles, and I'm also taking this to show the kids. Yeah, he's pretty big. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Turtles are pretty fast. Contrary to popular belief, you know who's slow? Snails. Oh my gosh. Poor things.